this kind of experience, it's priceless.
What we really want to do is help you to deepen your inner and spiritual life.
Anastasi protus opados pistumenos, ec necroni raston Lazaron Christeo Deos. Hosanna en tis ipsistis, evlogimenos o erhomenos, en onumati Kyriou.
Okay, do it again from the beginning.
Tis en voxis tis.
I see what I'm doing now. Do it again from the beginning.
We're practicing with Hahnke the Byzantine chant, me and Symeon, because we are going to Michigan to represent the seminary and to help, actually. The main point is to help the parish there that doesn't have a priest for the beginning of Holy Week. So we are practicing all the chants. I need to figure out the service as well, because I have done that before but never reader service, so it's going to be the first time doing that. So since I came from a Russian parish, I need to practice a lot the Byzantine style to not ruin that for them. And I really hope I can do a great job. Symeon knows better than me, so I'm relying on him for the singing. He's relying on me for the service, so I think it will be good. With a lot of patience that Hahnke is showing to us, and I think it will be a good experience.
Ευπρέπειαν ενεδίσατο
For those who are gone away and those who are abroad, for the healing of those who lie in sickness, for the repose, blessed memory and remission of sins of all our fathers and brethren gone to the rest before us, in piety the Orthodox here and everywhere piously lay to sleep.
St. Gregory Palamas, even for us, for me, it was a very important already service, because it's the patron saint of my grandfather back home, St. Gregory. Palamas, it's an important feast day for us there too, but here it's even more, considering that our monastery is in honor of St. Gregory Palamas. Bishop Maximus also, it seems that he comes every year for that celebration.
St. Gregory Palamas is almost unique among many of the fathers of the Church, because he did not simply have one way of life, he did not simply do one thing in his life for which he's renowned. Rather, he's renowned for many outstanding ways of life and spiritual endeavors.
I remember helping setting up the things for the meal after that too, which for me is one of the most, I have the most fun, because we're hanging out with the nuns and having a great time and fixing things. I like to say that Pascha is Pascha and nothing else can be compared to that, but there are other feasts that feel like really great feasts, and St. Gregory Palamas here in Etna, it feels really like one of the great feasts of the church that we have. I'm certainly going to remember it when going back home.
You, George? Oh. 10.
I'm a really competitive person, actually, in everything. Even little things I like to be competitive, and I think it reflects to my entire life. I'm very competitive in sports, very competitive in learning, in grades, and everything. And well, when I got here, they learned a lot. It's kind of impressive how they learn how to play. And I was kind of frustrated, because it's one of my favorite activities when I was back home, and not having someone to play with me was like kind of very frustrated. I kind of started the tradition of playing that, and then they started liking that, and they learned very well. I think the most competitive person I have is Vasily. Most of the things that we do, even with the weights in the gym or playing soccer, we always trying to beat each other. So it's a very nice, and this kind of friendship I like a lot with Alexei too, because we are trying to get better than the other one, and we kind of help each other to grow together. So I think that's the most valuable relationship or friendship that I have. Okay, so first of all, I start the presentation reading something for you guys, and you see what you guys think. Metropolitan of Blessed Memory, he says in his book, Orthodox Liturgical Dress, something very interesting. He's talking about mysticism in the church and the importance of all the symbolism we have. So he says, Byzantine vestments also hold a kind of functional mystical significance in that their symbolism is directed toward transforming the celebrant as he assumes them for liturgical celebration. So we have the deacon, he wear the sticharion, the cuffs, and the stole. As you can see pointed out, the only thing that is specific for the deacon is the stole, araion, also called in Greek.
He's getting into his, like, a really, strictly speaking, priestly role. Mm-hmm. And that he's showing that by switching it. Basically, same thing what we were saying, switching the orarion to a epitrachelion.
Yeah, that happens a lot. So it seemed to be he had a lot of psychological arguments.
So how has fasting been since Hambi became the cook?
Tatiana and Hambi made this challenge easier for us. Thank God, because they cook very well. So we cannot eat meat, we cannot eat cheese, we cannot eat any kind of animal food, which makes everything harder for me specifically. But
no fish.
No fish. But it's good.
How's everybody's classes going today?
Yeah, very nasty.
Oh, I did a good job on my presentation. Good job.
Yeah, that was what you said.
What'd you do? What was your presentation about?
I presented on like children in the church, how to keep them engaged in the church, how we should be raising them, which is what my keystone's going to be about.
We hang out, especially Tatiana and I, because we live together.
Yeah.
We hang out every moment.
We never leave each other.
Exactly.
Like, ever.
Homework together, church together, prayers together. It's a beautiful thing.
Then you have like the girls, the female students, they want to have their own little hangout, and then you have the male students, they have their own little hangout. But it's really, and then of course we have the cooperative ones, where they both get together for fun-filled moments.
And we also, like, after church, sometimes we'll say evening prayers together. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, we create a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Did you already tear it?
No. I was gonna pour it.
Oh, okay.
You need to keep kind of the water running, right?
Wait. When baking, you tend to do things to weight because
You need 8 ounces.
cups are not consistent.
Yeah.
Like 1 cup.
Oh, right.
That's this one.
We're making crossword with Brother Jeffrey.
That's what I
So
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple recipe, but we need to do it in a very serious way. So you should be prayerful and paying attention. All the measurements should be followed very respectfully.
On so they don't drag. That's the nice thing around the walls.
Well, I have a really good meatballs in it.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Yeah, that's nice.
I mean,
Glory to thee, our God, glory to thee.
O incense of peerless and priceless and precious myrrh. We are going to Michigan, so we are practicing all the chants for the beginning of Holy Week. I'm a little bit stressed, but I think God is going to fill all the blanks, and what me and Symeon can do is work hard, and God is going to fill everything else. So this Pascha is going to be a little bit different because, as I said, I will be away for most of the Holy Week. I'm coming just for Friday. So I am predicting this is going to be kind of exhaustive, but I am happy that my knowledge or my skills can be useful for the church, so I'm happy with that. it's going to be very joyful for me to come back here to see the people in Etna that I consider family by now and be celebrating with them the Feast of Feasts again. I'm excited to go, I'm excited to come back, and I'm excited to enjoy Bright Week with everybody.
We finished our 14th service in 6 days. It was a blessing to have this experience and to see all these people that loved us and were extremely friendly. It was really enjoyable and amazing. I have no words to express.
It was a great blessing in many ways. At first, we thought of it as very challenging because we're both not extremely well versed in the Byzantine style of music. To a degree, I've had a little bit of experience, but not enough to where I can confidently go up to the kleros, a chanting stand, and have someone say, okay, sing this, and then do it right off the top of my head. I'm not that good at that. But either way, glory be to God for all things. To our dear host John and to all of the wonderful parishioners at St. Nectarius and George, and especially to Father Leonidas. From all of the students at St. Photios Orthodox Theological Seminary, including me and Pedro, we wish you a joyous Pascha. Christos Anesti!
Christos Anesti ek nekron thanaton baptisas gentis et disnimasi zoin arisamenos.
And how do you say Christ is risen in Portuguese?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Cristo ressuscitou. Em verdade ressuscitou.
Claro que a gente tem muita saudade de você como nosso filho, né? Mas eu principalmente...
você faz bastante falta aqui.
Sinto muita falta com relação à igreja, né? Que você era meu leitor aqui na igreja há muito tempo já, desde você sempre se interessou pela vida religiosa desde que você era criança, né? Desde que você era pequena, você já foi um prodígio porque você foi para o altar com 4 anos, né? Ao invés de ir com 5 ou 6 como as crianças, né? Tenho seu irmão que me ajuda também agora, mas no sentido da liturgia, das vésperas principalmente, do decorrer das missas, né? Você é imprescindível. Agora, no dia a dia, claro, né? Você é nosso filho e a gente tem muita saudade, né? Graças a Deus que tem a tecnologia aí que a gente consegue conversar pelo menos uma vez por semana e ver você aí, né, no WhatsApp, né? Na minha época não existia isso.
Graças a Deus.
Era só por carta.
Ainda bem.
Vocês estão empolgados para vir para a graduação?
Com certeza, né?
Lógico, vai ser uma alegria muito grande, né?
É uma etapa muito importante da tua vida que está se encerrando e uma outra etapa mais importante ainda que está se iniciando. Então a gente,
se Deus quiser,
com certeza quer fazer parte desses momentos importantes na sua vida.
Que bom. Obrigado.